Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for that full moon that is happening in Sagittarius. It is happening on June 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the world. It has this incredible optimistic energy that is coming with it. It is the harvesting, the completing of the cycle of the new moon that happened in Sagittarius on December 4th of 2021, when the North Node was at 0 degrees of Gemini and the South Node was at 0 degrees of Sagittarius. And so it brought with it this the shifting of the energy. And so over the past year and a half, while the North Node has been in Taurus, we have been moving through this big shift and change. And so, wow, what have you been learning along the way? You have here the card of wisdom. You have been learning a lot. So the card of wisdom is called Anzus, and it is it's the answers. But the answers that come from within, from the divine knowledge and wisdom that is brought to you. It is about paying attention to the details and forming your own opinion, right? I'm talking to Aquarius, so that's fun. A lot of times when I have this conversation, it doesn't have the same confirmation that you're always on the right track, right? You do your own research, you come up with your own opinions, you have your own way of using and seeing things and doing things, and so I want to say you're right. You're right. You're right to do so. Everybody should, but it feels like Spirit's like, yeah, no, what you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you are developing, and the insights. Listen to your own voice, do your own research, form your own opinion, and don't be led around by other people's thoughts. And for you, that is your superpower. So that's perfect. Look at this. Your overall energy is a card of luck, and so this is the sun is in Gemini. It trines your sign. Pluto is at 0 degrees of Aquarius right now. So it's in retrograde. It's about to get back into Capricorn, but it is unearthing a lot. It's revealing. That's what it feels like. It feels like deep revelations that have been coming through, and you've been really picking up on them. And so I really want you to hold those and tap into those. And where you have been doubting your own inner wisdom, where you've been doubting the information that has been coming through, the owls here in the area of the heart space where you've been doubting or you're not really taking the time to tap in, you are on the right track, because the key to the situation is illumination. It is the sun. And so when you have this card of wisdom and you have these illumination energies right here in the heart space, I can't encourage you nearly enough to really, really trust what it is that you are the information that is coming through your heart space. And I think when you are an air sign, it's like your head, your analytical abilities can get in the way of trusting your intuition. But at the same time, there is an ability to really connect in your heart. There are 40,000. There are 40,000 brain cells. It's like its own little mini brain there. And this one actually has a stronger magnetic pulse than even your own brain. The electrical readout on your heart little brain is stronger than this one. And so this is the one to use. And so there is a need to gather information, but then you take it into your heart and you go, does this sound true to me? And so sometimes, is this true for me? Right? Is this my truth? Is this what I believe? And it's not about necessarily all the analysis and all the charts of the graphs. Like, you do that work, of course you do. You can't help yourself, right? You're curious, you're informed, you find out this information, right? But then the next step isn't to take that at face value. It is to bring it into your heart and say, but is this true for me? Does this resonate as my truth? Does this resonate as something I want to pursue? And so your ability to do that is really hard to beat. Okay, the water bearer, right? They carry the emotional energy. They carry the healing waters. They carry them. They're not immersed in them, but they have them. And so this is in your heart, and this is where you really want to analyze the information to see if it's worth it to you to pursue that track, that path, whatever it is you're trying to create. And so here, there is this energy of the healing where you've been trying to seek information. So this is either healing of, it could be a relationship, something within yourself. It could be a healing of a global situation, because Aquarius tends to really focus on that. And that's one of the reasons that I'm really excited that we're moving into the age of Aquarius, right? This is the idea that collectively we have the strength and the power to manifest and to create a better world for everybody. But that also becomes the microcosm. You can do that within your own family. You can do that within your own being, because it is the microcosm is the same as the macrocosm. Is as above, so below. And if you look at like the cosmos and all the space between the planets and everything out there, and you take it into your cell, into your atoms of your cell. If you go really in there, you have the proton, which would be like the sun, and then you have the electrons, like the little planets that are moving around it. But there's a lot of space. There is more space than there is actual atomic weight inside of your atoms, right? And so that is the microcosm reflecting the macrocosm. And so as you are moving through the world and you're trying to heal the world out there, the healing of your own personal world actually is a reflective energy that goes out. And so that is important kind of thing to bring in. And so sometimes in life we get really focused on trying to fix everything out there, when if we would focus a little bit of that energy on ourselves and do this healing work, and I think you've been working on this, then we recognize, oh my gosh, when I am in the state of joy and happiness, I bring in more joy and happiness to the world around me, and I am in the energy that works better with the collective to move us all toward the ultimate goal. And so there's a lot of energy around here of the need to work with the community. It's in your cards here. And so this healing energy here in the area of transformation, you have the shedding of the skin. The full moon is the completion of a cycle, and it's moving on to the next. He is ditching the skin. So he's working his way, he's wriggling his way out of it. And the struggle has been some kind of a transformation. And so here you are. You are transforming, because this is the card, this is the house here, is this transformative energy. And here you have the snake that is undergoing the transformation. I want to say have patience with the process. Saturn has just recently exited your sign, and I think that allowed for a lot of the shedding of the skin. And then Pluto moving in is asking you to go deeper, to climb the next mountain, right? He's on the path, but he's heading up, he's moving up. It is not just one thing, it's the next thing, right? And with a full moon, you always have the completion of a cycle and then the opening and the unfolding of the next cycle. We never get to just stop where we are. We're never just here. We're always evolving and elevating. And so you are on that path, which is, it's always interesting. And sometimes it's a little too interesting, but it's always about your growth and your movement toward what brings joy and what brings happiness to you, and allowing that to spread out. So here you're being asked to trust. This bear represents spirit, and spirit is bringing the fish. That is the abundance. That is your meeting your needs, right? That is making sure that you have enough, because there is this big illumination that is happening in your heart space. You're being asked to trust. You're being asked to trust that spirit will bring you what you need. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. I'm always in the right place at the right time, the right people and the right opportunities. This opens the doors to opportunities and success coming in if you can really seal that into your mind. And so here there is a real coming home in the heart space. I love it. We have the heart. In the area of the heart, we have the home. And so this is you coming home to yourself. This is you being comfortable in your own skin. This is you, Aquarius, standing out like a sore thumb in the older energy before 2012 was really difficult. People were so mean and so cruel. And then December 21st of 2012, I feel like that's the energy coming flying in there. There was a big shift. Oh, they're doing the flyover because I'm recording on Memorial Day. So there was the big shift of energy, right? The big change of energy. But it takes a little time to integrate and get up to speed. people are starting to come in, and I think they're starting to recognize your capacity to be an initiator of seeing the larger community, and how important it is that we act microcosm, macrocosm. Right? And so here in the energy of resources, you have more birds. And so the birds are always about the communication and the connection to community. And here, this is about doing the day-to-day stuff. But also I'm seeing this birds of a feather flock together energy here. There's the wisdom that comes in, and then there's going out and doing the work. And so in the area of resources, I feel like, so the eggs will happen every day. So what you need will be brought to you. It will be brought to you through community. You are going to find those that it's like gathering of your own personal tribe of people who understand, who get you, who accept you unconditionally. And they're not going to be just like you, because you guys are not even like each other in the Aquarian sector, right? There are, when people are like, what are the attributes of, Taurus? I can give you very specific details of what most Taurus energy will carry. But with Aquarius, what I get is, no, they're just different from themselves. Like, these are so individual, and that's what's so beautiful about you. And so this acceptance of who you are, and really coming home to the fact that your individuality is what makes this. So what do you anchor yourself into? You anchor yourself into, this is the flowers, this is joy, this is hope. But I want you to notice how beautiful that field of flowers is, because of the wide variety of flowers that are there. That is because of you. That is what you bring to the table. That is the gift that you give, not only to yourself, but to others. I'm sorry, I don't think you guys hear when these notifications comes in. But they're so distracting to me. Can't have that. All right, so let's get a little bit of advice for you here. I do want to invite you over to Facebook to join the group. The link is in the description box below. We're going to be working with Venus, which is transiting through your opposing sign there. And so that's always how we balance ourselves, is through the opposing signs of Leo. And she's going to be working with that energy from June 5th until the 1010 gateway. And so there is a lot of power in that energy. And so it's an empowering energy. So it's free what's going on over there, but that is where I'll be doing that in that space. You might find it beneficial. And if you're looking for personal readings, I do that. And that information is also in the description box below, along with the link to Facebook. You have the card of compassion. Kuan Yin. I mean, they're right on time. They're supposed to do the flyover at 10, and that's when they started. Okay, so embody compassion and open your heart to kindness. Understand the world with unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself is the most difficult aspect of unconditional love. I get concerned when I hear people say, well, I'm just so weird. You're not weird. You're you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not weird. What's weird is that people are so judgy. Don't be judgy. Of yourself first. The hardest healing, the hardest unconditional love, the hardest accepting, truly accepting and loving someone is the self-compassion, the self-love, the self-care, the self-acceptance, the self-forgiveness. That is the hardest one, because once you can do it for yourself, and you truly understand that you are just human and nobody gets it right, when you do that for yourself, you can look out at everybody. And I'm not kidding, it's so much easier. Like, it's almost like, well, if I can't do it, how can I expect everybody else to do it? Right? And so when we accept that in ourselves, it's like forgiving and accepting others unconditionally is a walk in the park. It is a total piece of cake. We're like, oh, okay, you know what? I think we hold ourselves to the highest standards. We expect so much more of ourselves than we expect of other people. And when we can accept that I actually don't get it right all the time, when we can see that in ourselves, then understanding that other people don't get it right is really easy. It's super easy. So this compassion, it starts with yourself. Okay, so embody compassion and open your heart to kindness. Understand the world with unconditional love and forgiveness. Kuan Yin is here to protect you and heal you. You and your loved ones are safe. All is well. And so this healing you have been seeking, the answer is really through unconditional love of yourself. Start there. And then you have the earth magic of Epona. And so, super sorry. I love that it's happening while I'm recording an air sign. I just think that feels very appropriate. So fly high, right? Okay, so here we have the dark force. That's the subconscious. And then she's wearing all this purple, this amethyst, which is your birthstone if you are a February born Aquarian. And so this is about connecting in with your higher self, as above, so below, as within, so without. And it's called earth magic. That is how you manifest. That is how you create. That what you focus on, where your intention goes, the energy flows. And you can manifest an abundance of joy and happiness in your life. Truly love your reading, Aquarius. Thank you for dealing with the planes with me. You guys take really great care. I will see you back here again soon, and I would love to see you over on Facebook. I do daily astrology over there, too, so there's lots going on. You guys take care, and we will talk soon.